Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For this week's love read, I'm using the Valima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I feel like I'm a little off-center, but maybe not. Hopefully not. Alright, already shuffled. Let's start with relationships. We'll do single, second, and oracle cards come out as needed. Alright, you got the Knight of Swords at the bottom. So I actually feel quick communication. There's, no, leave that alone. Okay. Where this is going seems very interesting, because I feel when the decision is finally made, you got courage here at the bottom too. When the decision is finally made, I feel like it's going to be, like once the decision is made, it's going to move fast, but it's like leading up to the decision might be an issue. Okay. Because I don't feel you wanting to move forward on something. Your partner, I'm seeing, they've got the Beauty card, the Two of Wands, which this really makes me feel like it's a choice of freedom. But I'm getting here, like what they have to go towards is something that's breaking their heart. They don't really seem to like it. I'm not seeing you like this either, quite frankly. Something is not feeling good, but it's time to, I feel your partner's looking at it like it's time to move forward. I almost want to say move on. And the Beauty card right next to it is kind of like getting their own courage up, because we do have the Courage card here at the bottom. So I feel like it's kind of like getting their own personal strength up, their own personal courage, realizing that they can do this. They seem to be coming forward to it first. I see you kind of holding it together with the Seven of Wands at the same time. You seem to be holding it together. They seem to be mustering up the courage to move forward. Between the two of you, though, the situation, whatever you're dealing with, neither of you like it. Your partner has the Three of Swords, that's heartbreak. You have the Ten of Swords. Your Ten of Swords is hiding the Six of Swords. So something is definitely moving on here. I know that's the Two of Wands, but my first thought was I saw that bird and I'm like, moving on. I feel like we're moving on. It's time to move forward. And it's the choice to now accept what's happened, where things are, and to move forward. And I feel both of you are not happy with going forward the way that things have to go. And you're devastated about leaving something behind, but you feel like you have to. Now, the thing is, what the problem is for your partner is the challenge card is the Ace of Pentacles. And so this, to them, it feels like they're walking away from something that was very solid, something that they did not expect to move on. They were not expecting this to happen. For some reason, they just did not, even if it should have been obvious that it was going to happen sooner or later, they were not connecting with it in that sense. They were not facing it in that way. They wanted this to stay forever, and they just weren't willing to think about what happens when things move on. I feel your challenge card here is actually the more empowering one, because their challenge card is to let go of something they thought was not going to move on. That seems to be your partner's challenge card. Your challenge card moves in a different direction. Your challenge card is to actually see the possibilities and go towards new beginnings. Your challenge card is to let go and to help the process let go. I'm actually seeing the Queen of Cups for you in your challenge card, the Knight of Cups in your spiritual position. It's one of those things where it's time to pick up and go, and you seem to be able to grab into that optimism, like there will be a better day, even though right now it feels like it's not good. Just catching into that optimism, like there will be a better day out there. It may be a few months out, but it's out there. And to just hold on to that optimism, and it's time to move forward to that better day. It's time to start accepting what's happened and move forward towards the better day. Now, your partner wants to accept this, and they're mustering up the courage to move forward. I feel they're kind of like, they're hoping that, I don't know, they seem to be in a little bit of a denial, I want to say. Like, they're kind of like, I don't really want to let go of that. Do I really have to let go of that? I feel like you're looking at it like, no, it's it's not really a question of still holding on to something. It's too late to hold on to something. But they seem to be in this weird little denial thing, like maybe I don't have to let go of everything. Maybe I could still hold on to some of this and just ride this out a little longer. And I'm getting that Emperor card with this Seven of Pentacles, like, well, this is done and that's done, but this is still holding on and that's still holding on. They don't seem to want to completely let go. This is one of the times where I feel like the Emperor, seeing things from different angles and trying to hold the whole situation together, is not really working towards the Emperor's better judgment at the moment. This is kind of honoring what was already there, honoring past ties and trying to honor past situations. And I'm seeing you here. You don't seem to be want to pushing this. You're not being very aggressive with it, not in a like we need to do this sense anyway. And you're kind of like, you got the friendship card with the Eight of Swords. It's kind of like you want to like highlight to them, dragging this out longer. It's just taking that much longer to get to that better day. It's taking that much longer to let this go and heal from this. It's taking that much longer. It's just dragging it out. It's literally just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like road rash. It's just kind of like you're sliding across the road and you're just getting more and more scrapes. And it's just making it worse on you. That's kind of how I feel. Like he's just he, they, she, whoever they are, male, female, in the between, whatever there is going on there. Whoever your partner is, they're dragging it out, making it worse for them and kind of for you. You want them to let it go. You're like, you want them to do that, but you don't seem to want to push them or pressure them to do that. You care about how things work for them. You care about how they feel. I just feel like you're kind of like, it's kind of like when they're dragging themselves through this a little longer, they're dragging you through this a little longer, and you're kind of like, can we just let this go? Can we literally just let this go? Now, what makes things better is your partner literally has to come to terms with it. The fact that they're going slow, I don't know if this is as glared as it seems to me, or it was just the way I'm looking at it. I hope this isn't coming across very glary. They need to accept the whole process and go through the pieces of it, and accept like the whole thing has been shut down, and like anything left over is just on life support. I see what's helping you is the Page of Swords. You're just kind of watching your partner and letting them tie up loose ends, pretty much. I feel like the way you're handling this is making the situation kind of come to a final closure. Like, your partner is getting closure. You're allowing them to get complete closure. It seems to be dragging you through the mud a little extra longer, a little bit longer than you'd really like to. Maybe, in your opinion, a little bit longer than necessary. But your partner is getting complete closure from this. I'm getting, once your partner sees it for what it is and realizes done is done, and anything left over is just on life support, what I see happening is when your partner gets to that point and they realize, I'm holding on to something that's like, it's like visiting somebody in the hospital and they're on machines and there's no brainwave activity. They're not responding. They're not going to respond. It's just literally their body is still alive, but they're not alive. It's kind of how I'm looking at it. The situation is like that at this point. It's technically still on life support, technically still existing, but it's truly not alive. And it's like making that decision to pull the plug, which is very hard. Just to say, turn off the machines. Let nature take its course. They already left. It's time to let them go. To let their body go, too. It's kind of like pulling the plug here, because I'm getting the Eight of Wands with the health. When they realize it, when they see it for what it is, like, it's done. It's been done. It's finished. Sorry about the light. It's really bright. I don't... Somebody explained to me why this happens. It's something about me recording in the morning. Sorry about that. But when they finally make that decision, it goes forward quickly, and things get better quickly. They start going towards a healing moment quickly. It seems it's all hinging on your partner accepting, like, what's done is done. The situation's on life support. It's time to let go. Once they see it for what it is, they pull the plug, and then once you pull the plug, that's just pretty much it. You go through, for some people, the calling hours or the burial situation, and then you move on. It's just what you got to do. You have the memories. You always have the memories. If that's what happens. And every now and then you remember them. Maybe you remember them on their birthday, stuff like that. But things like this happen, and you just, when they finally accept, like, this isn't really living. Situation isn't really living anymore. It's just surviving based on these machines, and that's not really surviving. So once they let it go, I feel it moves on quickly. All right, I think we're good with that. Let's do Pisces single. What do we have for single Pisces? It sounds like it's a really rough situation that's going on right here. It's like letting go of something, and it's just both of you accepting like it's time to let go of something. But it'll work. I mean, when it finally goes forward, it'll heal and things will get better. I see you more accepting like the better day is coming. I find it interesting sometimes. It's not till I sit down and start turning on the camera that like the sunlight comes out, and then then the glare starts coming up and things get bright and then noises start happening, and I'm just like, for all the time I was preparing, none of this was happening. it was overcast and all that other stuff. All right, what do we have for Pisces single? What do we have for single Pisces? What do we have for single Pisces? Empowering messages that tells them the truth about what's happening so they can decide what they want to do with it. Single Pisces. Let's shuffle these oracle cards too and see what we have with them. What do we have here? I have to be honest, I'm already not sure how this is going to end for you. Seems like it's kind of like good and bad, and then maybe one of these oracle cards will help give us a better idea about where this is going. Maybe not. We'll have to read the cards, because when I pick up the cards, usually I get more information. So we'll see where this goes. The situation is already, though, it seems like it's kind of one of those things. I feel like there's somebody around you. And I'm getting you feel blocked from this person. But either they're with someone else, or they haven't been treating you right, or they don't seem like they're giving you full attention. They're not really all that into you, or they're not at least showing you enough attention where you feel confident that they are into you. Somebody feels like they're already around you. They have your interest. I'm getting the King of Cups at the bottom. And this is really making me feel like you already have feelings for someone. And what I'm getting here is a very playful energy. This person has a very playful energy. They got the Three of Cups, and they got the good cheer here. There's a very social atmosphere, very playful atmosphere. If this is somebody you're interested in, even if they are showing you attention, I feel like even if you're getting that attention, you're like, I'm not the only one getting whatever it is that you're getting. That you're not on your own. It's like you're not getting soul attention. You're not getting that soul, interest. They may like you, they may talk to you, but they're not showing wanting to be solely with just you. And I'm getting the Five of Cups at the top here. It's kind of like, I don't feel like it's a complete washout, but what you're getting is not exactly what you want. You're not getting as much as you would like. Now, in the center, I do see the Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords, which makes me really feel you're kind of holding on to feelings for this person. I also see you kind of trying to communicate with this person, trying to see if you can change the situation, seeing if you can create more interest, or maybe there's just a different part of your personality they need to experience, and maybe then they would be more interested, or maybe they might go towards you. Your feelings, you're having some feelings here that it's like, I don't feel like it's knocking you out. It's not like you can't live without this person, but it's one of those things where it's just lingering. And you're not really sure it can actually become something, but you've decided to try. That's what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords. Like, you're getting out there, you're trying to communicate with this person, trying to see if something can happen. Some of you are even trying to get this person to go out places with you, or suggesting, like, let's do this, let's do that. Trying to see if you can ignite that interest, ignite that passion. That seems like a sensible move to me, but I'm a Pisces, so to me that makes sense. And in your thoughts, you got the Fool card. You're just optimistic that, maybe just the right moment hits, and they'll just see you in just the right light, and they'll be interested. I definitely know I'm connecting to this because I'm a Pisces. Because what I'm thinking here is, like, for us, for Pisces, and maybe it's not as rare as I think, but I don't know. The comments are below. You can let me know. I've had it happen in my own life where you hang out with somebody for the longest time, and then just one day they just catch you the right way, and you're just like, oh my God, they've been awesome, and they've been awesome this whole time. How did I not know this? It's happened to me before. It's happened to me more than once, quite frankly. Like, you can know somebody for a few years, and just all of a sudden, just the right moment occurs, and you're just like, oh wow, they are awesome. How did I not know this? Like, one of those moments. And I'm thinking maybe that's why, if you're connecting with this the way I'm connecting with this, you're kind of like, it happens for me, maybe it could happen for them. Or they realize it just clicks all of a sudden. I don't know, maybe that's not as rare as I think it is. I don't know, you have to let me know. I think it might be a Pisces thing. If you're a Pisces and you're watching this and you think that's right or you think it's wrong, let me know. I'm curious. The health card comes up with the star card. Nope, that's harvest. That's not, well, alright, keep going. This person is showing you more attention. You are showing them your colors. That's definitely a Pisces thing. If we don't want people to see us, sometimes we kind of hide away. But if we want to be seen, we can get out there and swim around and do a couple flips if we want to. Especially, it seems like a lot of Pisces flourish one-on-one. Not always, but a lot of times. So like when you're having that intimate moment, you're feeling comfortable, you're being a little fun, a little more cheeky maybe. I like the word cheeky lately. You're showing your colors. You're showing how fun you can be. You're showing how interesting you can be. And I'm getting the harvest with the star card. Things seem to be going forward a little bit. I see more interest being gained here. I see you getting closer to this person. Things seem to be going your direction. You got harvest and the star. But the two of these together, I don't feel like it's the final harvest. Like certain things, like I think it's grains, have 3 harvests throughout the year. Or like there's 3 harvests throughout the year, like different things are harvested at different times. So what I'm getting here with harvest is kind of like things are going forward. Things are going up a level. Things are gaining more interest. And the hope, though, the star card, optimism, hope, seeing things go your way, feeling good about the situation. It's not a relationship. I don't see it becoming a relationship at this point. But I feel it growing closer and seeming much more hopeful. But I'm still getting this good cheer with this person. Like they're having fun and they like having fun with you. So things get closer, things go up a level, but then you end with the moon and the destiny. So I feel like you get closer with this person, but I don't see a relationship happening, not at this point at least. And I feel like it's kind of one of those things where you're not really sure where you stand with this person. And I feel like you're looking at this, and I think you have to look a little closer. How often does this person end in a relationship? How often do you see that they're in relationships like this? And when they are, how long do those relationships last? So how often do they end up in a relationship, and how long do they last? Because this might be a person that doesn't really want to be in a relationship. And I feel like that's the moon card saying, look a little deeper. Look at their past history. Is this somebody who's perpetually single? Do they like that, or is there a reason for that? Like, are they shy? Do they have like maybe some insecurities that keeps them bonding to people, or do they just not really want that type of commitment? Destiny is coming from the moon card, from it. Like it's coming from it. Which it's telling me, once you solve the mystery, you'll understand where this is going. Pisces are mysterious anyway. That's one of the things they describe Pisces with. And I feel like a lot of Pisces like a good mystery. I feel like you can unearth the truth here. Why are they single right now? Do they like being single? You know what I mean? Why are things not moving forward? I feel like you can, like, if by discovering their history, you can see where their future is going. And it'll help you understand, like, where your destiny is headed with this person. Because it's a lot to do about how they handle relationships. Because I feel a lot of them just don't really want to be in a relationship. They don't want to be committed like that. And that might be what you're coming close to. It's not that they don't like you or don't find you attractive. It may be that they just don't really want a relationship. And that will kind of like tell you where you're destined to go with this person. I think we're there. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.